course. Right. You call on me? Stay out of my way. I'll do what I must, by any means necessary. Of course. Right.
Wait till you see me in
How
action.
will this benefit me?
Give me something to do.
Don't waste my time.
Welcome to our village.
You have an idea? By any means necessary. Do what I must. I await your counsel. Stay out of my way. Don't waste my time. I await your counsel. By any means necessary. Benefit me. You call on me? Right. You have an idea? I'll do what I must. Stay out of my way. I await your counsel. Of course. By any means necessary. You call on me? Do what I must. Right. Of course. Right. I'll do what I must. Of course. Stay out of my way. You have an idea? By any means necessary. Right. Don't waste my time. By any means necessary. How will this benefit me? How will this benefit me? You call on me? I'll do what I must. Of course. Don't waste my time. Stay out of my way. You have an idea? Of course.
First blood.
By any means necessary. Stay out of my way. I await your counsel. I'll do what I must. I'll do what I must. It's necessary. Right. Stay out of my way. Of course. Stay out of my way. I await your counsel. Do what I must, by any means necessary. Time to time. Right. Vanquish them. Of course. By any means necessary.
Double kill.
I'll do what I must. Of course. Stay out of my way. By any means necessary. Right. Oh dear. How will this benefit me? I'll do what I must, by any means necessary. Of course. This one is mine. I'll do what I must. Right. Stay out of my way. Of course. By any means necessary. This one is mine. Right. Stay I'll do what I must. Of course.
insufficient gold.
Don't waste my time. Of course. Right. Stay out of my way. I'll do what I must. By any means necessary. Right. Stay out of my way. Of course. By any means necessary. I'll do what I must. Of course. Right. By any means necessary. Wake up from time to time. Stay out of my way. Of course. By any means necessary. I await your counsel. How it's left to me. I do what I must. Vanquish the weak. Stay out of my way. I do what I must. It's necessary. It's necessary. Why? My way. This one is mine. Of course. I do what I must. I do what I must. By any means necessary. Wake up time to time. Of course. Stay out of my way. Right. I do what I must. Vanquish the weak. Stay out of my way. By any means necessary. Of course. By any means necessary. Of course. Stay out of my way. I do what I must. Right. By any means necessary. Of course.
My life for this.
Don't waste my time. You call on me.
Dominating.
Right. You have an idea. I'll do what I must. Stay out of my way. Right. Stay out of my way. Of course. I'll do what I must. By any means necessary. Stay out of my way. You have an idea. I'll do what I must. Right. By any means necessary. Wake up time to time. Of course. Of course. I'll do what I must. Right. By any means necessary. Don't waste my time. Stay out of my way. Of course. By any means necessary. Oppose me. I'll do what I must. Right. Of course. How will this benefit me? By any means necessary. Stay out of my way. Right. I'll do what I must. You call on me. By any means necessary. Of course. Stay out of my way. I await your counsel.
Our allies' town needs help.
I await your counsel. This one. Right. I do what I must. By any means necessary. Of course. You call on me. Stay out of my way. Means necessary. Stay out of my way. Of course. I'll do what I must. Of course. I'll do what I must. By any means necessary. Right. Don't waste my time. Stay out of my way. You have
Hello.
an idea. I await your counsel. You have an idea. I'll do what I must. Stay out of my way. How will this benefit me? Don't waste my time. You call on me? Don't waste my time. How will this benefit me? I await your counsel. This one is none oppose me. By any means necessary. Stay out of my way. Of course. You call on me. I do what I must. Stay out of my way. An idea. By any means necessary. Time to die. Right. Stay out of my way. Any means necessary. I'll do what I must. Of course. Right. Vanquish
Our
the
allies'
weak.
town needs help.
Right. I do what I must. Of course. Stay out of my way. By any means necessary. Stay out of my way. Right. You call on me. I'll do what I must. Wake up. Time to die. Of course. By any means necessary. Stay out of my way. By any means necessary. Of course. I'll do what I must. Right. By any means necessary. Right. I'll do what I must. Stay out of my way. Of course. Right. Vanquish. Dominating. Necessary. I'll do what I must. Stay out of my way. I'll do what I must. Of course. It always be. Stay out of my way. It's necessary. Right. By any means necessary. Right. This one is mine. Of course. Stay out of my way.
Allies' town needs help.
Don't waste my time. How will this benefit me? Of course. Right. I'll do what I must. By any means necessary. I await your counsel.
Our
I'll do what
allies'
I
town
must.
needs help.
This one is mine. You have an idea. Wake up. Time to die.
Thy bidding,
I
master.
await your counsel. Of course. By any means necessary. Right.
Our
Stay
allies'
out of
town
my
needs help.
way. Stay out of my way. Right. Do what I must. It's necessary. Of course. Stay out of my way.
Welcome to our village.
Don't waste my time. Vanquish the weak. How will this benefit me? Right. I'll do what I must. Of course. By any means necessary. By any means necessary. Right. Of course. How will this benefit me? How will this benefit me? Stay out of my way. I await your counsel. None can oppose me.
Unstoppable.
Necessary. Of course. Don't waste my time. You have an idea. None can oppose me. Vanquish the weak. Do what I must. It's necessary.
Sick.
Stay out of my way. Right. How will this benefit me? My enemies necessary. Stay out of my way. Wake up. Time to die. I'll do what I must. Right. Of course. Don't waste my time. Of course. You call on me?
Welcome to
I
our
await
village.
your counsel.
Greetings, my lord.
Don't waste my time. You call on me? Vanquish the weak. I do what I must. By any means necessary. This land is mine. Stay out of my way. Right. You have an idea. Stay out of my way. By any means necessary.
Our warriors have engaged the
Your
enemy.
counsel. How will this benefit me? Of course. Right. I await your counsel. Wake up. Time to die. How will this benefit me? You call on me?
Double kill. Monster kill.
You have an idea. Vanquish the weak. Stay out of my way. Of course. By any means necessary. Of course. Don't waste my time. I await your counsel. Stay out of my way. Do what I must. Don't waste my time. None can oppose me. Wake up. Time to die. Right. This one is mine. Right. Stay out of my way. By any means necessary. I'll do what I must. Of course. Do what I must. Of course. Right. Stay out of my way. Zeal. Any means necessary. Of course. Any means necessary. necessary. Don't waste my time. By any means necessary. You have an idea. I'll do what I must. We can